Alrighty. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back everybody. I hope you're having a nice day so far. And today we're going to be continuing Timespinner for a little while longer. Which... it looked like a interesting platformer and combat game to me from what I originally saw. I actually wasn't entirely sure which genre it was, but based on what I saw from the initial impression, I decided to just jump into it. Turns out it's a Metroidvania, and a really intriguing one on top of that. One thing I didn't quite expect was that the story is actually a lot more intriguing than initially I expected, so that's really nice. On top of that, this game... can you say it reeks of polish? Because reek is kind of a negative word. Either way, it has so much polish in it, it's really pleasant to just play. And I would say, let's continue. Wait, it has a continue option? How convenient. Also, I did actually rebind my keys a little bit, so my buttons are now a little bit different. Hopefully I'm going to not mess up as much. But it also means it is slightly different, and I might need to get used to that. Greetings to you guys. Welcome to Komaro, Canview, Vanacut, LCC, and Quadlight, and anybody who might be lurking. Hope you're doing well. So, first order of operation, let me actually check which quest did we have, because I kind of forgot about those. Nihilist, I think the ones with a circle we have yet to complete. Nihilist asked you to find out how the War of the Sister ends. That's in the library. We probably need to revisit the library, I guess. Then we have Seikis, who asked us for some cut eel. We can do this, I guess. Just kind of as a bit of a warm-up. Oops. Yeah, that's going to happen a few times. To be fair, that kind of happened before already. Alrighty. Wait. I was about to use my map in order to warp, and that doesn't work in this game. Probably. Actually, I haven't tried. Hey Blood, welcome to you. Also, once again, just to make sure that it's in the vault for anybody to hear and see, thank you very much for those sneaky people that decide to just subscribe and, well, resubscribe while I'm offline. I'm not seeing all of those, but I do see a few. So either way, thank you very much. I feel like the point is that I don't name you by name, so I don't, but thank you very much. It's highly appreciated. So, alrighty. Let's see. There's more water here that I actually have yet to explore, because I only recently, or, well, kind of my last exploration upgrade, as I guess I want to call them now, was being able to swim. I did not have that ability before, but now I do. Although I guess it's more like sinking. Maybe we just got some weights added, so we're, instead of floating, we are sinking now. I'm not sure. Either way. Oh, this is just a different way into this section, which I guess is fine, because I'm looking for an eel meal anyways. Sneaky. Sneaky indeed. Actually, I was just about to go to the right in order to find more eel spawns, but at the same time, if I'm right here, this is a really easy way for me to just camp those guys, I guess. Which weapon do I want? This seems to be dealing decent damage to those, so I guess let's try. That works pretty well. The thing is, I'm not entirely sure where the item would spawn off of this enemy. Like, it might be in the middle, it might be in the head. So it's entirely possible that it might also be on the tail. And I just don't get the item because it spawns inside the wall or something like that. Either way, considering it's only one of a kind, I have the slight suspicion that... oh, it's from the head. Good to know. I have the slight suspicion that it's kind of rare. So yeah, I would say that's a nice warm-up. Well, man, I guess we already got it. Never mind then. Good afternoon to you as well, Adam. Welcome. Rare. Yeah, I don't know how rare it is. Maybe I should get lucky. Maybe that's just normal. Alright, let's deliver it and then we check out the library. Hello, how are you doing? Slimy, sticky eel meat, as requested. Nothing a few spices won't fix up nicely. You really are magic if you can make it that appetizing. You know it. Thanks, Denise. Wrestle eel. Complete. I wonder if the Lachiemi have any good recipes. I should also have realized that all of those guys should have the same accent earlier, so may just kind of use that accent for them. Either way, we now have unagi rolls, a succulent slice of freshwater eel on top of a rice wrapped around the crispy vegetables. I don't know, I don't like seafood. I'm not going to buy it, sorry. Is this a Shantae game? No, not quite. Shantae is a very different art style, I would say. This one is more of very strongly inspired, I would say, by Symphony of the Night and similar games with its own elements, really. It just kind of uses an existing formula and adapts it to a different style. It's very intriguing. Alrighty, so I think what I want to do is go to the present regardless and go to the library. Precisely. Let's see whether we find what we're looking for here. Sauteed wyvern tail. Yeah, we found those two. I do believe Shantae games also do have certain elements of Metroidvanias in them, so there's that too. Oh, I remember, there was a place I could not go to because it required a double jump. I probably can go there now. Which was right over here, indeed. Selen's memory, Lachiemi's son. We'd met with the traders before, but I'd never seen so many people and goods in one place as in the city marketplace. They bustle about on a million errands, merchants shouting their wares and Lachiemi soldiers patrolling the streets in their purple armor. They have declared Windaria part of their empire. Now they rule here. Mace, someone calls. Can I interest you in some fruit from the stars? He's not local and his wares are unlike anything I've seen before. What is this? I ask, picking up a spiky purple bulb. A Lachiemi's son, sweetest fruit that you'll ever eat. It's from Lachiem? He laughs. Nothing grows on the devastation anymore, but it's from one of the colonies where I'm from, in fact. I hear a cough behind me, and then a group of Imperial soldiers stands around the booth, staring at the merchant. Though the leader stares only at me, my heart begins to rush. I'm sorry, officers, the merchant stammers. I meant no disrespect to the homeworld. Don't let us hear you call Lachiem that name again, one of the soldiers says. The merchant nods, but the leader continues to ignore him. He removes his helmet to reveal a young face and handsome. His hair is bright blue, like all the native Lachiemi. The Lachiemi are said to be quick-tempered, restless, but that blue hair is such a marvel. The officer smiles at me, and my pulse quickens, but this time not from fear. I overheard you asked about that fruit, he says. You have an eye for quality. He's noticed my stare, and I blush. Would you allow me to buy that for you? Everyone should be graced with the taste of a Lachiemi son. I see, so that's how the parents of Our Lady here met. I have to admit, I forgot, she is called Selen, right? Or was that her mother? Oh boy. At least I'm not from free here. Indeed. And hey Hot Buns, welcome. How is the game so far? Really good, like really good. Highly recommended. Full price, let's go. Oh, this might be what I'm looking for. Download the Vandagrave Metropolis. Let's continue searching before I continue reading some more. Selen is the mom. I see. Alrighty, so it makes a lot more sense that it's her memories now, right? I was just confused earlier because it seems to include memories, or seems to be reading like the memories of the lady here. Interesting. Go necklace. I'll check this out in just a moment. Gold ring. So basically, alchemist supplies. Yeah, more alchemist supplies. Is there dog people? Essence crystal. This might just be Kickstarter backers or something like that. What do we have here? Yeah, this very much looks like Kickstarter backers or something of that equivalent if you ask me. Honestly, I really enjoy this pixel art, it's really good. Or it could just kind of, basically, story-wise, be the... various empires of the city. I like the bird. Joyboat. This game has rebindable keybinds that work without any trouble, so I don't have to worry about that. Very nice of them. You can even toggle on your second character, which I've also basically mapped to a keyboard, so I can essentially move them simultaneously. You have a little familiar that helps you. You have two buttons with the familiar. Basic attack, which is very weak, at least with this little guy. And the other one is a spell, which you can only really use when there are enemies around. Normally it is not manually controlled. Let's actually see real quick. I cannot go out of bounds with the familiar, however. Now the familiar is out of bounds, but it immediately gets teleported back to me if it is out of bounds. So this kind of has a mini version of co-op. Like, it's very simple, but I feel like if you're just playing alongside someone or watching someone play, you can have a minor role without much impact, but it's very awesome in my opinion. It reminds me a lot of how Shadow of Light handled co-op, where one of them was just the little dude, although the little dude did have a lot of impact. So what do we have here? Selen's Memory, Moonlit Night. I stay in the city for several days, hoping to explore it and trade. I end up spending much of my time with the Lahiene officer. For all our history, we have been a restless people, he tells me. He's told me much about their history, philosophy and art. It drives us to explore and go further into the stars, to seek the unknown. There is so much beauty in the universe, so many unseen wonders. I used to have a drive like that. I say. To be a hero. To be the one my people look up to. I think you still do, he says. There's a fire in your eyes. He leans close, staring into them. I blush a little, but stare right back. So, if you have such a drive to explore, why are you still on our world, I ask. There's still a lot to see here, he says softly. I want to understand other cultures and perspectives, help bring their ideas into the Empire. I recognize our system is not always perfect. We put a lot of focus on resources and power, but I believe our drive is also toward self-improvement, or at least that's how I'd like it to be. A noble goal, but he interrupts me before I can finish. And no, there is still so much to be done, wisdom to study, allies to find. I continue to stare into his eyes. They are full of passion, but a quieter kind now. His gorgeous blue hair draws closer to mine. There is such beauty in the universe. Wonders to discover, he continues. Such as, I ask. He answers with his lips on mine. Ooh. Honestly, the writing, I feel like is really good. I have to admit, I don't really know much about writing at all, but it seems like it's really good, if you ask me. Oh my. Like, I don't know much about English writing. I could tell you, well, I could have told you about German writing, but that's about it. Oh, that reminds me. We did pick up this journal entry, so let's take a look, I guess. No, not enemies. Feats? Oh. Quest? No. Did I already look at it? What did I get from here? Did I look at that already? Downloads. It would be downloads. I guess not. I must have forgotten. That's less than ideal. Hi, what are you? Hello? Take us into your hands, mother. What are you doing? The Eternal Mother. You look like a demon. Take us into your hands, mother. Greetings, child. Have you come to worship the Eternal Mother? Who is that? Our goddess, the Eternal Mother. We are all her children. She decides when we live and when we die. When it is your time, may you greet her with acceptance. Okay. That's new. I like the music. I want to stay here just for the music for a while. Seems like pretty good narrative, not just thrown in last minute. Yeah, overall the story has been a lot more intriguing than I expected it to be. Like, usually it's just, like, it's a nice story. But this here is actually quite something. Hi, buddy. You're back! How was the past? How do you know? Oh, please, as if I'm bound to silly things like time or causality. Like your little dream dragon there, those things aren't exactly a problem. Oh, whatever. Should figure it out eventually. Figure what? Want to see my collection? I have no idea what this guy is about, but sure. I could use a few more rings. I do have 2 right now, so it's fine, I guess. Bye! I like that crow. I have no idea what he's about, though. I could save here. I don't feel like there's much of a point. So I am looking for some more entries. Oh, I guess I couldn't go over here earlier. Well, I still cannot now because I don't have the entry pass. Hey, this guy seems to have maybe the answer. Welcome back. Is there anything I can help you with? Hi, yes, I'm looking for information about Lachiem's history. Wonderful! I just love meeting other people who take an active interest in history. No one seems to care about our past anymore. It's so sad. Is there a time period you're most interested in? Actually, yes. I hear that there was a great war 1,000 years ago. Do you have anything about that? Oh, the War of the Sisters. That's my favorite era too. Unfortunately, we've had to lock down access to any information on that. A decree from the Emperor himself. Oh no. I just love history so much. Is there really nothing you can do to help? Well, just between you and me, I think the lockdown is ridiculous. Knowledge should be made available for everyone. Tell you what, I'll give you the key card to the room where the information is being kept. Just promise that you won't tell anyone. I could lose my job or worse. Oh, thank you so much. Don't worry, I won't tell a soul. Wonderful, here's the key card. The room is on the 2nd floor to your right. Library keycard V. Allows access to the restricted room in the library. I don't want to betray the poor librarian, dude. Well, I guess we're going to. Ballet. Ballet, the War of the Sisters. Lachiem's bitter rival, Valet, was ruled by a mad despot who wished to control Lachiem's resources. Sounds familiar. In 38 AE, after Lachiem's rebelled against Valet's oppression, they took control of the portal between the worlds and built a device that would destroy it forever, and destroy all of Valet with it. This harrowing but necessary act by Queen Aelana, the Great, founder of the Lachiemic Empire, ended Valet's evil forever and won the War of the Sisters for Lachiem, beginning a new golden era. Oh. I thought I already... I thought I already defeated that thing, so they wouldn't get destroyed, but maybe... Well, I guess it didn't explicitly state that the destruction actually ended up happening. You're confused, this is not a moth, it's some sort of spider. Because we are a spinner? I see. Who knows? Will I be Yaga Spider now? Like a Yaga rack? Like it's like a spinner rack, but it's actually... whatever. Who knows? Magical Fails, thank you for the host. Let's actually read about the War of the Sisters. Lachium's bitter rival, Valet, was ruled by madness. Okay, I think we already read this one. War of the Sisters Plus. Plus? Look like the same. Why do we have this twice? This is not the same actually. Because this one is shorter. War of the Sisters Plus. Lachium's bitter rival, Valet, was ruled by Matesbot, who wished to control Lachium's resources. In 38 AE, after Lachium rebelled against Valet's oppression, they destroyed the portal between the worlds. This brave act by Queen Ailana the Great, founder of the Lachium Empire, ended Valet's oppression and won the War of the Sisters for Lachium's beginning, a new golden era. Oh! Oh, this is the one we changed now, isn't it? Basically, this one just destroyed the portal, and this one here would destroy the world. So this is already the history we changed, so we want to deliver this one. Took me a while. What's this one? Map downloaded, Lake Desolation. I believe I've been there. That is Lachim in present. Maybe I need to double check there again. Violet Plus. So Plus is what was changed already. Violet is a moon orbiting the gas giant planet of Corander and is one of the two life-bearing planets in the Part Anka solar system. The planet has a unique atmosphere called a plasmosphere, which is full of plasma, a special type of radiation. In 14 BE, a portal to Lachim was discovered on a remote island in Plothar, province of Valet. In 1 AE, the ruler of Valet began colonizing Lachim. In 38 AE, at the climax of the War of the Sisters, the portal between the planets was destroyed. Violet was conquered by Lachim in 1025 AE after a 9-year war. I see. Violet. So basically we already influenced the history quite a bit here. So this was how it was before. In 38 AE, at the climax of the War of the Sisters, the planet was destroyed. Today, the remains of the planet can still be seen in the Lachiem sky, as a magenta-colored rings surrounding Corander. Oh, did the background not change in this area here too? That would be really neat as a detail. Great to see you, Streaminator. Will I be playing Dragon Quest XI? Not necessarily stream, but play. Questionable. The main reason because it's questionable is because it would be such a huge time commitment, and I don't feel like I currently have the time to spare with the projects that I'm currently working with. So let's actually go and check out that link. I assume I've already got it. I don't remember what was there. Oxygen. Let's save before I go out there. This is interesting. I guess what we caused in the past now affects the future in a way where there's no breathable atmosphere. You bet the background in the Lake Desolation looks different now. Probably. Let's try to go real quick here. I can stop time too. Okay, oxygen still runs out. Max and up. This is not what I'm looking for. But I can use more items for health, because it is not instant death, kind of as I expected it to be. It is rather something else. This might be a bit of a weird thing to do, I guess. Blossom Automaton. By the way, I'm not going to survive this for too long. Aura, 50 HP. Yeah, I don't have all that much. Health items remaining. But we can actually get surprisingly far with this. Either way, this is kind of where the map was pointing at. So this is interesting. If you prefer something quick, how about Dragon Quest VII? Generally speaking, I'm not terribly much of a fan of how Dragon Quest handles difficulty, to be completely frank with you. It's not out of the question, they are very intriguing games outside of that. Just kind of currently, I'm not really looking for that. Let's see. Dragon Quest VII is not a short game. I guess it really depends on what you categorize as a short game. Either way, oxygen just slowly refills. This is interesting. So basically an entirely different mechanic that we didn't have before. Let me guess, to the left here I would be lacking oxygen, but to the right is where there is breathable atmosphere because it's inside and stuff. Alrighty, so this is interesting. I did it! Valet's safe! Which means Lachim isn't the only power in the sky. They'll be weaker now. Now I can find Nuvius. Now I can end this. So yeah, back there's a gigantic planet now. I think that was not there before. I'm just exploring right now, by the way, in case you're curious. I don't really expect to find anything right now. Mainly because I'm not going to survive for that long. Use items. Some potions. I probably shouldn't have saved there. The curious thing is that my oxygen does get refilled on a save point too. So, it's actually not too unlikely that I'm supposed to do a run like this through basically this kind of thing anyways. It's just a bit of a weird thing, I guess you could say, that... Oh, here, that's the one thing I was looking for. Elemental beats. Right. I was actually looking for this chest for a while ago, and I forgot where it was. Alright, this was intriguing to say the least. Let's go back and deliver the information, I guess. Oxygen? Weird from the mask. Oh, that's an interesting point actually. We did get masks from some of those soldier dudes. They drop them rather frequently. So maybe those masks will help with oxygen a little. Maybe they drop something different now, because they also have to survive a different type of atmosphere. Also curious to think about that Violet still existing influenced the atmosphere on this planet in a way where we can no longer properly breathe. So that's curious to think about. Hello, how are you doing? Feeling any better? Yeah, well, Mostly. Still coughing. Well, a little. Anything I can do? Stay and talk a bit. I'm not a big talker. You've been such a help to everyone else in the camp. Ramada and Neleste and Zekias. Zekias has been really good to me, keeping me company and whatnot. This is a nice group of people. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. I think I like Zekias a lot. Uh-huh. Have you told him? No. I'm worried. Why? Back home, he wouldn't have looked at me. He wouldn't have been supposed to. He's a higher class, magically talented, not like me. It's such bullcrap. You're born with magic and you get whisked away to their academies. Meanwhile, the rest of us slip up once and we get arrested, or banished, or killed. I think Zekias might like you. And if he does, he'll never say it. I need to rest. I'll leave you be. Wait. I want to give him something. Maybe it will help. Can you bring me silver ore? Maybe from the caves? Yeah, sure. I already have that. This is what I could find. Essen? Oh, nice, that's perfect. Thank you. I hope. Well, thank you. Trying to make the voice a bit like it's been just freshly being able to be used. A gift. Neat. But yeah, we didn't have the oxygen thing before. That's kind of a new thing we only just figured out here. Oh nice, welcome back. Did you find anything? Oh, I remember. Nihilist, I don't know how to say this. Ailana destroys Violet. The whole planet. What? There's nothing left. It's gone. Nell? Lachiem destroys. Can you stop them? What? I don't... Lunace, please. You have to stop them. So many people will die. Can't you do something? I don't know that I can. I can try, but... Nihilist, the file said... It said Lachiem was right to do that. That Violet was ruled by a mad dictator who had to be stopped. Of course they'd say they were in the right. It's the victor who writes history. So it's just lied about everything? No. There is some truth to what the file said. Now, tell me about it. Look, I was never part of Aristel's unit. I actually left the Violetin army a long time ago. I was an archer. They conscripted me. I tried so hard to be who they wanted me to be, but I never really fit in. Looking back, it was like I spent everything trying to outrun who I really was. Eventually, I actually ran. Emperor Volterilis of Violet is not a kind man, nor is the empire he's building. I couldn't bring myself to agree with his methods, couldn't keep fighting for that cause. I couldn't accept the way Violet has treated the Lachiemin, the way the bleakness hurts them on this world. And I wasn't happy with who I was turning into. Nell, I'm glad you ran. After that, I took up alchemy to find myself and hopefully find a way to fix the bleakness. I came to Lachiem to help both sides heal. That was good of you, but Lachiem's still the enemy here, aren't they? At least they're my enemy. They chased my clan for generations. In my time they killed my family, my friends. I can't just forgive that. Though nice. I understand how you feel. They have done terrible things here as well, it's true. But it's never really that simple. So everyone is terrible and deserves to have their planet destroyed? No! Violet has done some bad things, but no one deserves that. Which is why you have to stop them, please. Lunais. Millions of lives are at stake. Don't worry, I will stop the Lachiemi. It's what I came here to do. Thank you. But please, remember, it's not as simple as we want to make it. They don't all deserve death either. You have so much compassion. I wish I could afford to be like that. Our fate. Well, let me guess. We now changed history already. I feel like this entire text section here is supposed to be rather sequential, but I'm more or less just completing multiple steps at the same time because I'm more or less exploring at my own. Lunais, I've been thinking about what you found about Violet. That it would have been destroyed? Yes. If Violet's gone and Dachi may continue living here for 1,000 years, they must have cured the bleakness, right? Otherwise, how would they have survived? Huh? I guess so. And if they've cured it, you could find out how, and then I can finally do something about it. Sure, Nell, I'll do what I can. It probably won't just be in that library, but maybe the facility where I found the Timespinner could have records. I mean, I've already found them. Lunais, hi! Haven't seen you in a long time. Did you find anything? It looked like they developed some treatments. Now, I brought back everything I could find. Maybe it can help. But they never cured it. Over the years, it just got less and less deadly, I guess. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. You did everything you could, and I'm sure these notes will be extremely useful. Thank you. Maybe we can help some people. And it occurred to me that the symptoms are all about longing and quick tempers and things. Maybe that's what makes Lachim so aggressive? They never got over the bleakness. I suppose that would make sense. Maybe it's not really their fault. Maybe they were stranded here after all. They still made a choice now, but maybe it was an understandable one. Hi. Hi, Lunais. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. I'm good. I destroyed the thing in the caves. The thing that was going to destroy Violet. You mean... I've been back to my time. The portal is sealed, but Violet has survived. Oh, thank the gods. Lunais, you're amazing. And with the other things I've done here, the Lachim in my time has changed. Nell has become weaker. Wow. Lunais, you can change time. That's amazing. And no, it means I can really stop Lachim. I can save my family. But 1,000 years of history? That's a lot to change. What are you saying? I have to do this. Of course. I just want you to be careful. I can't ask you to change more than you have to. Getting you to get the treatments from the future and everything. It could have unintended consequences. Killing people now to save people in the future. There's got to be a better way. A more peaceful way. And no, that's why I left Ayelana alive. Now, I think there are still peaceful options. The Lachiem, you know, could still be made a better place. Maybe it starts with treating the bleakness. No. The Lachiemi rulers have brought plasma pods from Violet. Creatures that radiate plasma. I bet they have some deep within the castle. You bring me some, I could use them and the information you gave me to synthesize a treatment. Consider it done. Alrighty, we are through the dialogue. Hi. Maybe not yet. And yes, I already saved Violet at the time. It would have actually been kind of nice if they... So here's a really difficult thing that would be part of game development and really intricate webbed storytelling. So this game doesn't necessarily do that. But if you think about Dragon Quest for the Game Boy Color, if you have already done something that the character in question requests, like I think the Staff of Rain you need to find, actually no, it's the harp you need to find in a dungeon in order to then continue on a little bit later. But you can already get that harp, and the NPC in Dragon Quest for the Game Boy Color, or Dragon Warrior I guess, whatever you want to call it, actually recognizes that, oh, you already have it, within the first dialogue. This game here doesn't do that. But at the same time, this game has kind of the problem that you could have done so many things first and then all of them at once and stuff like that. It would be really hard to web all those things together logically, but also that would kind of multiply the amount of dialogue you would have to implement by like 5 times. That's maybe exaggerated, maybe it's kind of accurate, but it would be a tremendous amount of work. I don't blame them for not doing that. Just saying, that would be kind of crazy, but also really awesome. There's a Dragon Quest for Game Boy Color? There is indeed, actually. Are you okay? Hmm? Oh, yeah. Just lost in thought. Thinking about a certain cute portal guard. What? Oh, yeah, but... it just makes me mad that he was condemned to that blasted sickness. I mean, we all have it. He just has it worse. That's just bad luck. But he didn't have to get it in the first place. If he wasn't forced to stay here, we got trapped. He was told to stay. No one should have that power to decide that some people get few rights just because of how they were born. That some people have to live with the disease. Sorry, not my usual cheery self today. Looking for something today? If it'll help? Sure, yeah, let me think. I've seen the Lachiemi riding Chauffeur into battle. They've been raising the birds to be big. They'd make a much bigger difference for our rations than the little guys around here. Plus, it'll keep Haristel happy. Kill 2 Chauffeur with 1 stone, as it were. Improve our rations and weaken Lachiemi army at the same time. Think the meat will be any good? Who knows, but Haristel's been on my ass, so I'd rather appease her regardless. Alright. Giant warbird flesh coming right up. Alright. That's something we can pretty much do immediately. Let's check those guys real quick. So basically this was pretty much the trigger for us to get more story options. More plot. Hi. Oh. What did they say? That it was our duty to be cannon fodder. To protect the magically gifted with our lives. So they escaped through the portal before the Lachiemi could take it, and left you to die. The thumbs up. Am I interrupting? Oh, sorry, Nace. No, it's fine. Eskim's recovered a bit. And that's great, but I'm not sure he'll ever fully recover. We just don't have the facilities. The treatments here, without better medicine. I don't know, I'm just trying to make him comfortable. Better medicine? I bet there's better medicine in my time. Maybe we can still help him. Alrighty, so find better medicine, get some bird stew, flesh, and I have no idea what to do with you, that's okay. The quests here are either completely or almost completely optional. It seems like it. You probably can proceed if you just know where to go anyways. But it's kind of curious how they are webbed together, so to speak. Alrighty, so going to harvest some larger birds until they give me what I'm looking for. I don't know whether those are these ones here or this one here. I guess I could just check the bestiary. Savage Shower, Shower Feather, Wild Shower. Here. These ones don't drop anything, so it must be the big one. Shower Breast and Dragoon Helmet. I thought I already got quite a few of those breast thingies. Maybe I have to also kill the enemies for that matter. Who was it? Zakis? Needs a cut-off shower breast for rations. I already have that. Or did I use it? I might have used it. I might have just used it. Probably used it. Alrighty. So we are looking for those big birdies. It seems to be in the exact middle, so I'm not entirely sure how to most efficiently take care of that. There we go. So, no, I already had some. Maybe that's all I need. And hey Credo, welcome. How's the game? Really, really good. Can highly recommend it. So let's see. Is Lachiem still the enemy, or were those quests available before we beat Ayalana? I don't know. Lachiem is still the enemy, at least from our main protagonist here. Where's Seikis? Oh, maybe Seikis is now over here, and that's where I could have turned in the quest if I knew to just reset the room, I guess. I got your bird meat. I can't believe we brought into it for so long. That you could cook this stuff? What? Oh, thanks, Linnaeus. But no, I meant our whole system. We were privileged by it. We didn't see how the other half lived, and even when we heard about it, well, it was hard to believe. It was really like that. But it is. Yeah, no wonder the Lachieme rebelled. No wonder they're so angry. The system back home, you're treated as a second-class citizen. And I'm not supposed to care. I'm supposed to look down on you? No way. How can I see you as anything but wonderful? Titular entrée. Alright, let's just reset the room real quick to see whether anything changed here. Nope. Alrighty, so at this point we are just looking for medicine, maybe. I guess that's currently my main plan. Find medicine. In the military hangar. Was there another V somewhere? Whoa. Something happened here. Oh, we can go through here now. That's new. Music is really, really good. I see. Ow, holy smokes, that's a lot of damage. I wonder what I can click through the wall with this. I need more, but I can't go up there. I just need more sand of time, or whatever you want to call it. Empire Sniper. Ow. Military armor. 5 more defense, 4 more fortitude, whatever that means. But less build, less luck. I think that's okay. More defense sounds nice. Let's try to win thingies. I think he will, yeah, shoot back if I do this. So... ouch. With those I can just punch through his shield too. Flash dash cancel can be done a little bit. Nothing like in Symphony of the Night for that matter. I like how he just didn't hit me at all initially. Pick me up. A lot of enemies. I don't even want to go here yet, I just wanted to get some more signs of time. So this is kind of how you can backdash a little bit. Need to figure out the correct button again for... Bye! Selen's memory, a solution. We can't go on like this. One time messenger after another, I say. The elders sit around me. I have joined your circle now. Clan Mother Andar nods. The Lahimi have increased their patrols in recent years. You're right, Zalan. We cannot do this forever. They will find the Timespinner. One of her wives, Thea, crosses her arms. We cannot give up. We need a new plan, I say. I can't risk using the Timespinner now with Lunace. We only have a few messengers left, and we can't train them fast enough. What we need is a new kind of time messenger. What do you have in mind? Andar asks. Our traditions have always been for the time messenger to only come back as far as necessary to keep the clan safe, so as to not distort history too much. We have no idea if time can withstand more than a small amount of change at a time, Thea says. I nod, but we must take a chance, I propose. I propose we train one time messenger to go back further. Going to the past, prevent Lakiemi from ever learning about the Timespinner if we can. Do something that will keep them from ever being a problem. That's a huge change, Thea says. It will completely change our history. We don't know if we will still exist. But it must be done, I say. The Timespinner is all that matters. And who would you propose to be this new time messenger? Andar asks, but she already knows my answer from the glint in my eye. And immediately music is amazing. What's in here? Max Send up, that's neat. Those enemies are a lot harder. Looks like it, indeed. Let's check over here what's... Alright, let me actually try to maybe switch out orbs. I don't think my little wind blade orbs are all that useful right now. Shattered orbs are still somewhat reliable. Plasma orbs are nice range options. Let's exchange wind orbs for now. Maybe go for ice orbs? Let's try ice orbs. They haven't been terribly useful so far, but who knows. Ouch. Yeah, not really. Hey, ice also lands on... I don't think I can interact with the ice that lands on the walls and stuff. Max aura. Reminds me, how do we have aura to use? Which button did I push for that? Probably this one. No, this one? What is my aura button again? This would be the forward dash, but I don't have that yet. Do I have any aura equipped? Colossal Blade, I do. Let's see, I don't remember my keybinds. Spell attack, numpad 4. Oh, it's both spell and wait. Can I just... No, I can't just charge up with numpad 4 anymore. Alright. So I have to rebind my keys a little bit here. Kind of didn't think about this. Would actually be kind of nice if you could have both melee attack and spell attack on the same button, and you just charge up your melee attack in a sense in order to use a spell. Would actually kind of make sense. Either way, numpad 1 seems to be the choice. No, I think I didn't save. Indeed. So, here we go. You can probably do some shenanigans with going through walls and stuff on this one. Alright, let's go. Let's see whether another aura might be better for those guys. I didn't know they were susceptible to plasma, but I don't know whether I can hit him from the front like this. I can. Kind of works, I guess. Not the I like. I hope it would, but it works for him. Also, those attacks should be reasonably easy to avoid as long as I stop just trying to straight up dodge everything. Actually, shoot at me real quick. Ah, my shield works too. Thanks. Close to Order of Ecclesia. It might just have. I don't know. Some double fight, I guess. Did he just charge up his shield like this? I think the fairy just charged up his shield. Alrighty, let's see what's over here. Big guy. Level up. Chaos Horn. What's that? Gas mask allows wearer to breathe in polluted low oxygen environments. Nice. We also got something else that I may not have seen. Was it some armor? Maybe. Hey, I guess we're meant to go here. Probably. How convenient indeed. Okay, we have stuff in it. So, I guess we're going back up. Kind of difficult to aim this thing. That's not what I had in mind. Also not what I had in mind, whatever. Going back to my little morning stars or whatever you want to call those. Lap glasses, let's see. 12 damage, 2 more damage. More build than 42 for a little bit less defense. I'm okay with this, but make it damage instead. This is a Metroidvania, yes it is. Oh. It's not something where I can stand on, it looks like. Ow! That's unhealthy. Maybe I did not want to hit that guy. B. Max health and plasma IV back. Oh, this might be what we were looking for as a medicine or remedy. Starship engineer. Maybe I did not want to go up there. Maybe I did. I don't know. I feel like I want to go... Well... Oh wait! There's no way easily back up. Huh. So I was kind of supposed to do that, I guess. Let's go up first. Ouch. The spikes don't even deal much damage. This is kind of interesting. I used the wrong button. Hello. I like how those dudes just decide to run down. Huh. Gun orb. An orb that imitates a standard issue Empire gun. Alrighty. Instead of the plasma, let's actually use that one for now. Just to see what the difference is going to be. Interesting. Pretty sure this is how you're supposed to get up here, by the way. So I'm not actually sequence breaking anything. Before I go on, let's just refill the thing real quick. Oh, this is just a teleport. I could deliver the IV bags real quick. Amadeus Laboratory. Assuming that is what we are looking for. Let's just continue exploring for now. Ominous. Oh boy, what's that? You think it will work? We're talking about time travel here. Of course it won't work. Gensa seems so sure. So sure he sent one of his volunteers through, and did we ever hear from them again? Well, he thinks it's almost done now. Let's just hope we're not the next volunteers. Less than ideal. Protagonist bullets. Your bullets hit instantly and enemy bullets have to travel. Indeed. It's way nicer that way. You could also consider it to be in a way where a protagonist just has really good what's the word? Ability to see stuff just in time in order to dodge stuff. I think that's a that's a barrier. Let's see, how much damage do those deal? Come on, I need to actually get hit though. That's too short. I was wondering whether I could damage boost through this. Probably not. Alright, I could damage boost anyways. Even if that worked. Wrong thing. Let's see. What's that? Not supposed to break the game yet? Why not? This looks ominous, you could say. What's this? WREC, farewell. The REC program, War Robots of Extinct Creatures, is finally being phased out after a successful run over 3 decades. Including one transplanetary war, we have decided to discard all the unused units. A part of me will miss REC, as its usage of long-since dead animals as inspiration for each new model was always quite endearing to me. It was as if the designers were uttering a quiet apology for eradicating that animal's entire species, whether that extinction was intentional or not. Nevertheless, the new technology that we are receiving from our mysterious ally is undoubtedly far superior to any unit from the REC program, be it in speed or cost to simple lethality. Despite these new and exciting advances in science, a part of me will always miss the quaint little creatures from the REC line. So we have something new now, I guess. Well, this looks like Mega Man X. This looks very Mega Man X-like. Let's see. Sure. Too late. I need some more sense of time, so to speak. Let's try to time it from right around here. Too early. Need to wait a little bit. Is that global timer? I think you can do that. Just a little bit more precision. Looks like Mammoth stage. Yeah, same thought I had too. Next one gets actually there a little bit faster. I need to catch it when it's just up top. Too early, just a little bit after the little debris falls. The first one seems to be right when the crusher crushes. Yeah, I'm not sure what the timing is. It seems mildly random. Ah, don't jump too high though. Otherwise it will despawn in the previous room. Too late. Bonking. Too high. Ah, too high. You know, I bet with you there's a way easier way up, or just on the right side of here. But I just kind of want to make this work. Come on. Ah, so close. You think it's just not enough? You would be surprised, you can actually latch onto ledges that seemingly are just a bit too far away, but actually are not in the end. Come on. Ah. It might just be enough with very precise timing. There's definitely a little randomized element in this. I'm not sure what exactly it is though, it's kind of hard to tell. It might just be a little bit of variance. Ah! That would have been perfect if I could land on top of it without jumping out. That was clearly not high enough. I think you can do this. I'm not going to try for too much longer, don't worry. But it's just kind of... I feel like you can do this. I'm sorry, I like doing those things. Just too high. If I jumped a little bit lower, it would have been perfect, I guess. You cannot immediately re-stop time, by the way, in case you're wondering. It just doesn't work quite quick enough. Mustache? Maybe. Can't you time buffer? No, I can't. This is as quick as I can reactivate the time thing. So it doesn't work like you would necessarily expect it to. Ah. Just a little higher. This looks really promising. No! I wasn't even on top of it. Oh, come on. So close. So close. Screw by your own attempts. Very much. So I need about half a tile more. And I think we can get that from what I've seen so far. Just needs to be really precise. Yeah, I figured this would be too high. The little ones are falling too quick. Don't think this will work? Yeah, no. Alright, I want to try and get it on the half of the top little square that you see up top there. Yeah, just half a tile higher, because we were just on the line right now on the top square there. Just a little bit higher than that. This looks good. But I think I need to jump immediately up there, rather I can't climb on it, because the climb jump would be too high. Or maybe this is generally too high. Might just not work. Let's go a little bit lower, like a quarter into it. Too low. Too low. Too low. Small one. Too low. Alright, I'm going to give it, let's say, 2 more good attempts where I stop the thing in the time or the place where I want it to be. Then we go on. Maybe something like this could work too, where I just grapple onto the thing just under the ceiling. So if I see an opportunity like that, I'll go for it too. Kind of like that. You're afraid of what's going to happen in this lab? Yeah, alrighty. 1 more good attempt, and then I'm out. Again, I assume there's a way easier way up there later on. This is too low. Let's go. I really don't think I want to be squished. Wait a second. I do think I want those thingies though, otherwise it's going to squish me. Let's see. There's a better way up here. Nope, there's not. There's the way up. Pretty sure this is the way up. Yep, alrighty. Will be an intriguing shortcut, I guess. Oh, this is where I probably want to jump up here, I guess. Probably. Or we can just go over here. We could have avoided this, yes. It's pretty much exactly what I said at the very beginning. I kind of expected it to be this way. Okay, I cannot go up there. Ouch. Full blast. Yeah, I would need more Timespinner or time stop thing now. This doesn't quite work anymore because I'm lacking the juice. Alright, so to speak. Reloading red thing. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like exactly how I said at the beginning. It's like, I bet with you, there's a way easier way on the right up there. I just wanted to see whether I could make it work. It's really that simple. Falling debris can hurt. Surprising. I guess. Oh, wow. I need to be lower, I guess. Otherwise I don't have enough room for the jumps, for that matter. The chaos rules. That can't be everything. Yeah, the thing is I don't have... Oh! The debris only hurts when falling. Let's see. Wonder whether... So I just need a lot more sand time, but now that I know that I have to stop it a bit later, it will be easier. Oops. Oh, not like this. Like this. Wait, didn't I have items that replenish stuff? I wonder whether there is items that replenish the spinner thing. Oh, I can probably work with that somewhere. There we go. An eye orb, a fleshy oculus that slices through unwitting foes. Ew. Well, we just removed the barriers, but at what price? Instead of ice, ice doesn't seem useful still. Ice is probably useful in very specific situations. Eye orb. I'm not sure I want to use that. Oh boy. So this was indeed the way to go. Hey, we do have an... Hi? Oh boy. Something escaped here. Experiment number 11. The subject exhibited on advanced growth rate, as well as the addition of new psychic abilities, despite the subject's parents being completely void of any talent. Although my colleagues consider this experiment to be a failure, as we've got to achieve our true goal, I believe it at least a step in that right direction. This will serve as a springboard for my next experiment. As a side note, some of my colleagues appear to be squeamish about the lengths we are going for this research. I do not blame them. The process of splicing unknown organic material into the embryo of a Vindarian commoner is quite a leap from most modern scientific techniques. I know I do evil, but I posit that reaching further, faster is ultimately our ethical imperative. Scientific advancement beyond Amadeus' designs will allow us to move beyond dependency on the demons. We will bring order to the Empire. Is that not what the true Lakiemi, the true Lakiemi way? Ew. I'm not sure I should be using those orbs, thinking about it. Hi. Experiment number 11, huh? That used to be an embryo. Amadeus Laboratory map. Oh boy. I still don't know what Chaos actually does, honestly. Biotechnology. The new line of biotechnology war machines is proving to be quite effective. I would have never imagined juxtaposing simple metallic automata with literal biological organs. I'm surprised by the practicality of using enormous organic eyes as an ocular source of robots, enhanced as they are. Of course, an intentional side effect of the design is that they are so unsettling. The individual who's spearheaded this new technology, Amadeus, is somewhat of an enigma to me. He claims to be from Surfland, but I find that claim preposterous. There we go. Considering the primitive level of scientific advancements of that planet. My skepticism is not shared with the new emperor, however, at least. He doesn't seem to care. Perhaps I will attempt to reverse engineer Amadeus' biotech creations. It may be that I will find my answers there. It seems to deplete my time. Oh, I see. Now we finally know what it does. Max aura up. My time also replenishes when I kill enemies, so that's that. So we are back at the entrance, and now I assume the electric wires to the sides are now open. Also, we just unleashed the entire laboratory, so to speak, I would imagine. Also, we stopped all the machines, it looks like. That's probably less than ideal, but who knows? Maybe that's the idea. Probably. Food synthesizer. A portable machine that creates food from raw materials. Okay. So I currently cannot go up there, but there does appear to be a way down from above. Which is where I've been before, apparently. So let's go one up and one right first, and then we go further from there. Oh, that's the save point. Convenient to find. We can now go to the left. This appears to be a bus door. We will go there right after. Ah, down here. I didn't think about actually considering to go down. I cannot go through here. Barely pick me up. So I may have missed my opportunity to go through here, I guess. Because I would probably have to come from below in order to go through there. Maybe the laboratory will be active again sometime. We'll see, I guess. The remainder of the laboratory seems to be kind of walled off from the left side here or here. Neither of which place I've been to yet. Security turret. Origins. This is a strong psychic aura possessed by the biotech monstrosities Amadeus has helped us design. I now know why. Between my reverse engineering and some further research into history of all things, I can only conclude that Amadeus is a psychic being himself, a demon to use the crude parlance. Oh, Amadeus is a demon, and he created more stuff. There is no doubt that his techniques will be of benefit to Lachian. They've already proven deadly, but there's a reason for the fear their designs engender. He and his kin, for I believe there are more of them, feed on the hatred, disgust and the chaos that follows them. It aids Lachiam for now, but continued reliance on them will not do. Lachiam is built on order and on control. We cannot have such chaos following us everywhere. I must find a way to rid us of these so-called allies. Notes about the origins of Amadeus biotechnology by the infamous scientist Genza. So Genza is the guy who wrote those, and if you ask me, Genza might just be the ally that we're looking for in a sense. There's an easy way to get rid of those guys. Sometimes I can be lazy. Just not good enough. Yeah, no, we cannot go there yet. This might be either way back, or alternatively, it could be a sign that we're going to get something new soon. I dare to say it's more likely to be the way back currently. From what it looks like anyways. Alrighty. Experiment number 13. That was not it, was it? Tulare attachment. Harness telekinesis to glide across the ground. Hold R1 to dash. Oh boy. Well, we just got our speed boost. What do we have here? Looks like it's full of old historical documents about the War of the Sisters. Nothing seems that useful though. I need to duck behind my shield. I can't go up here. Oh, never mind, I can. These things just consistently shoot over my shield. I really need to duck. Let's go into that little thing here before we go up. Lab coat. Huh. More will and damage. Actually a fair bit more will and damage. Let's go for it. Download experiment number 13. By the results of my last few experiments, I decided to try splicing the biotech DNA into that of a grown Lachiemi nobleman. Monstrous, yes, but our emperor has given me leeway in my work. He appears to be very happy with my ability to make political opponents disappear. A fortunate side effect, I suppose. The effect of the splicing on the subject occurred very quickly, but not without apparent physical discomfort. You mean pain? On the subject's part. The final beneficial results are a rapid growth in the body's size and strength, much faster than any run-of-the-mill DNA enhancements, which are so popular among the wealthy, as well as marked improvement in magical ability. However, the negative side effects of the procedures such as skin sloughing off and an irregular restructuring of muscles have made this procedure unfit for any practical applications. The results of this experiment seem consistent with demonic designs. I have seen this sort of monstrosity before. I am not yet free of their influence. Perhaps we must move beyond their biotechnical designs altogether. I will do whatever it takes. I will have to meditate on this. Oh wow. What happened to the little dragon familiar? We can't choose which familiar is following us. We currently have the dragon, a sprite and a griffin. The sprite decides to just heal us, which is why I'm keeping it around, honestly. It's not much healing, but it's a little bit every once in a while. So I just really like the healing one. They are all adorable. They are. And this guy has a very descriptive way of describing stuff, to say so. Descriptive way of describing stuff. Sure. What is my laser? Right. I don't mean to. Hi.
Ah, you must be Lunaze, yes. Welcome to my laboratory.
And you must be Genza, the one behind Lachiem's sick experiments. Well, only half of them, I guess.
My reputation precedes me. I am the man behind all that Lachiem has accomplished.
I'm fairly sure Queen Ayelana gets some of the credit.
Ha! A weakling and a coward. Going back on her loyalties and her deals, trying to rid us of the demons she summoned.
Unsuccessfully, my dad.
What do you mean? Oh, you poor naive girl. They never went away.
Not really.
They've ensured Lachiem's rise in power, even as they foment chaos in our realm.
Foment? What does that mean?
I won't have that. Order must be absolute. Signs will replace their absolute obsolete powers, and then Lachiem will finally be free, in a way Ayelana could never accomplish.
For reference, that's 1,000 years ago, and he knows so actively about her. I guess he did have entire history of the sisters. Or maybe he's a demon himself.
But that's neither here nor there. You're the time messenger from the backwards of the area. It's a pleasure to meet you. Like what I've done with that place.
Oh.
I finally got it working, no thanks to you. And I'll be tying it into the experimental portal we've constructed. One that can teleport us anywhere. With the two combined, we'll be unstoppable. You can't use that. You haven't been trained. Ha! I've trained all my life.
The sacrifice you'd make? Do you know how it works? How it erases you from history?
A pity, yes, but a small price to pay. I've already sacrificed my humanity to make Lachiem strong. Let my morals slip for the good of the nation.
Good? Hardly.
What do you know of good and sacrifice anyway? You've never seen my true power. Not like you could achieve.
I've sacrificed everything to come here. To stop Nuvius.
Ah, of course. Your mother.
What? Ah, Linnaeus, have you missed me? What trick is this? No trick. I love you. But you left me. What? Abandoned me to Nuvius, to death. My own daughter, after all I'd sacrificed. No, that's not... You failed me. That Grindel. No, that's not you, Genza. He's a shapeshifter. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see, let me actually use not flames here. Plasma gaze here, shield ring. Oh boy. Throw projectiles, huh? I mean, the pistols are pretty decent. I really need to use the time stop for that. That seemed easy enough, though.
You are strong.
You're a bastard.
Says the girl with no father. But that's not true, is it?
What do you mean?
You must know we never cured the bleakness. Even once we reconquered Violet and gained access to their plasma, we would never be the same.
How old are you?
A longing in our people leading us to explore the stars. Quick to anger, quick to melancholy. These are the legacies of the sickness. And the Lachiemi, blue hair, of course. Sound familiar? You must realize by now. Ha! The same man you want dead, our glorious Emperor Nuvius, is your father.
I suppose that makes sense. I don't care. I have no love for him. He attacked my clan and he killed my mother. He will die.
Very well. Just do me one favor.
Why would I?
Don't let my work have gone to waste. When you take the throne as the rightful heir, rid us of the demons once and for all.
It is a lot more complicated, isn't it? Secure the keycard A. Genza's personal keycard allows access to A-level classified areas. A high security access. The doors I could open with this. It's time to end this. With Darth Vader? Who knows? So I can only start the dash at the ground, and I cannot restart it in the air. Greasy Rhacodactylus, going quite well. How are you doing? So this is interesting, you could say. So we have another form of a Timespinner thingy here. I'm not sure how this is all connected though. So we can teleport here now again. The Emperor's Tower. Already? Well, let's just continue. Galactic Sage. Interesting. You doing well? Sounds nice. That sounds awesome, actually. Nice. Oh wow, I did not see you there. Let me guess, fire is pretty good against you guys. Maybe let's try the eye orbs first. No, let's go with fire. I don't really like the eye orbs, they are okay I guess. Squished. Empress Cake. A decadent slice of a layered chocolate cake made famous by a powerful queen. Eat it. Max and up. Alrighty. Hey Kaneki, welcome. How are you doing? Little guy. Don't actually hit this. Whoops, one. I need him. I need him higher up actually. Still too high. Ah! I needed to dash there. Now I need more of those time thingies. Pretty sure you can make that. Also, I'm not surprised if this is actually what you're supposed to do too, in this case. Because so far I've not really managed to really sequence break anything anyways. There was just one jump that looked a bit out of the ordinary that I actually did manage to make, but it didn't really lead me anywhere. Alright, not sure what that does for me, but it's a thing I can do. So they're not really weak to fire or guns. Guns are okay, I guess. Let's try something aside from fire. Plasma. Maybe plasma works. Iron. Let's try iron for once. I highly doubt this is a sequence break. Maybe I'll mind a shortcut if anything. Okay, iron is not what I'm looking for either. Let's try ice, I guess. Iron? No. Demon Guard. Or Demon Sun. Oh boy, this is actually following me. Well, let's keep going. That's a lot of damage. I would just say let's go. This is just not enough damage on my end, really. Plasma, maybe? Oops. Nope. Plasma deals decent damage, but not what I'm looking for really in the end. Looks like we are all the way up. At a save point. Did I skip a bunch? Probably. Let's go. Let's not use Plasma, I guess. Gun, I do want my Shattered Orb wreck. The Shattered Orb is kind of my favorite so far. Maybe I'm not supposed to be here at my current level? Maybe? Right, this is it. Time to meet my father and end this. I don't know. Hi. The days I've been waiting for you. Nuvius. That's Emperor Nuvius. Or father if you'd prefer. Never. Not what you did. Not after what you did. Your mother? Whatever. She spurned me. I offered her everything. I loved her. And she spurned me. It was unintentional, but she deserved death. How dare you? You invaded our world, colonized our people, and slaughtered my clan? All for what? Power? The Timespinner? We Lachiemi have ever yearned for more. To explore the stars, to reach into the farthest reaches of the universe, to understand, to ascend. There must be sacrifice for such progress. Sacrifice is a choice. What you do is murder. A matter of perspective. But come, Lunais. You are here now, the very pinnacle of Lachiem. You could join me. Take what your mother refused. Not while you still breathe. Ha! You spurned me too? Your own father. You're no better than her. You don't deserve me. I don't care. Bring it all, man. Oh boy. Green is blades. Not the blades I expected, but fair. Purple. Oh boy. Blue is what he did before, so basically just a blast. No, that's other blue. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Oh my god. I actually want to beat him without using any items. So let's do this. Not fair, he controls 3 orbs. Kind of hope there would be a way to skip the cutscene. Ouch. Oh, right, it starts at the bottom. Let's actually use my Shattered Orbs again. And Shield Ring. Sure. Blue Orbs is when you use the water. This is when he goes... Oh, that's 2 different ones, I guess. This is the charge, so he's going to use the blade. Oh, that actually hurts me too. Rude. Nice. I like this fight. Again, I want to beat it without using items. Let's actually get a different loadout here. Plasma Orb is apparently his weakness from what I can tell. Maybe it's just worth spamming. I don't know whether it hits him or Scream. It probably does. I could go ahead and just use the Bleak Ring here. Because it will give me more damage over time if I just continue blasting him. Plasma Geyser. Sure. There's no shield I can charge up. Ice orbs work. Could be interesting actually to use ice, I guess. So I do have limited range. Maybe I want the shield ring after all. I need to time stop this. Actually, I'm a dummy, I can just dash. That works too. Alright. I just need to dodge better, really. That's all there is to it. I need to dodge that too. Oops, wrong button. I really need to recognize what he's doing a bit quicker. I like the ramp up on the damage though. That's kind of nice. He always seems to have the exact same pattern too. So I just need to stop being so greedy and actually stop getting hit all the time, I guess. Alright. Now I don't actually know what he is going to do next. Okay, that's that. He's still blue. He's charging, which means he's coming for this. Now he's going to use the wheels. Righty, that was easier than expected. It's over. Now what? I've been working to kill him for so long. I don't know what else there is. My clan is still gone. I am the rightful heir here, I suppose. But no less than the others. I could rule Lachien now. Try to make it better, maybe. Return to Lachien. Then help them rebuild and change time once more. So... rule as the Empress of Lachien? Wait, is that the end? Yes, with most of my clan gone, this would never be home. I've made more of home back then with Nell. I'll help them rebuild Lachien, force the demons out, make this future a better place. I left Lachiem in chaos, rulerless. I don't know what will become of them. I never want to go back there. Living in the past, I know things will change here in the future. Maybe I can make things better from the past, but this whole empire is tainted. I'm glad to be rid of it. My future is elsewhere. I didn't realize it was a choice. I just walked into it. You think we'll see her again? I don't know. At least she did some good here. I'll miss her. Blue days? Lunace, you're back. Can't get rid of me that easily. Is everything done, taken care of? Why did you come back? It's not my home anymore. My home is here. I think I can do some good. Start building the site for the stranded Violetians. Haristel, I understand you have volunteered to lead the effort in rooting out what demons remain? Yes, Your Highness. I'm happy to lend my aid as well, Your Highness. I think Lachim has the potential to be something great. Thank you. We will form a joint task force, then the first step towards reuniting our peoples. To all of you, I know this has been a rough few years. I never anticipated this War of the Sisters, as it's being called. I never wanted it. But it's over now. It's time to build a strong nation and a peaceful one. One day, we may reunite with our sister world. I want that to be a good day. Oh, that's why it's called Sisters. I never actually got that until just now. We'll make history. It won't be easy. I sought revenge for so long. I don't know what else there is. But there's work to do here, and friends. A new life to live. My hope is to build something better. Every step I've taken has been to create a better Lachiem. I have only one thing other to see to. One last time to use the Timespinner. Lunace? You're alive. I am. I'm sorry, I could not succeed and save everyone. The Timespinner broke. But I got revenge. I killed Emperor Nuvius. So you've come back to us? I can't stay. After what I've been through, this isn't my time anymore. I think I belong somewhere else. Lachiem is in chaos now. You, my clan, my family can live in peace. The Timespinner may have broken, but I hope you won't ever need it again. I only wish I could have killed him sooner, before he came. I just came back to say goodbye and to pay my respects. Thank you, Mother. I will miss you, always. Hey, you need to grow up and stop being an ass. There won't be any more time messengers, but the clan will still need people like us. And it isn't about being a hero so everyone respects and likes you. It's about giving up everything you have so that those you care about can have it better. It's okay though, I didn't understand that at first either. You can be that for them. I hope you do well by us. Good luck. You feel like we're missing something? Yeah. I may have skipped over a bunch of stuff by just going straight up, I guess. I mean, there's probably... Well, there's certainly other thing too. I actually did not expect there to be an ending right here. It's a bit shorter than I anticipated. But hey, we can do Nightmare Node now. There's one area we know we didn't do. Yeah, we also have the gas mask we never ended up using, really. I mean, taking the throne likely means you choose not to change anything. Well, I mean, you'd probably try to change everything from where you are at that point. You'd still be in the same timeline as, well, the remainder of the family, you could say. I like this game. It's really intriguing, and it definitely compels me to just play it again. So, well... I didn't expect this to be the ending. This is curious. I wonder what we've missed. Because again, I just more or less get straight up to the top. But I'm also reasonably certain that this was intentionally possible, you could say. There is another ending that we know about, but there might be more to that. There are Charleon's name there. There's a lot of atoms in there. A lot of Alexes in there too, holy cow. Considering how much it takes after Soten, there might even be bonus content you can get after a fight that isn't blatantly apparent. Yeah, there's actually still that thing in the roof that we have no idea how to access either. Like, there's a way up after we defeated Ayelana. However, I want to go ahead and explore this on Nightmare mode, if I'm completely honest. Because I've just I really enjoyed those boss fights, but they ended up being too quick. I died a bunch of times, but that's in a sense how I play. I just explore the attacks and then just gradually start building my strategies and eventually start getting better at it. I'm not the type of person to be immediately really good at killing bosses first try and stuff. I just like exploring what you can do first and then start actually trying to beat it. You mean like the inverted castle? I was thinking about that too. Like, there might just be an entirely different way of handling everything. I mean, what did we do? We stopped the maw from... No. I was just thinking maybe there's a way to get into the castle without destroying the maw in the present, so to speak, but at the same time that's kind of difficult to even consider. One thing that in the ending was just a little bit odd to me is that actually everybody remembered our main protagonist lady here, because she did time travel. Why did they remember her? Shouldn't every threat be severed by that time? Or is that a decision by the original Timespinners to cause as little ruckus through the timelines as possible, and it's actually not a general truth for time travel in this universe? That's probably it, I guess. She didn't actually visit her clan in the past to warn them as a messenger. That's true. I just figured that if you travel time or through time at all, that's when you sever the ties to your history and get erased from people's memories. Which obviously isn't quite true. Because the thing broke, that is also kind of likely. Fake ending? It might just be. The thing is, there definitely feels like there's a lot more to this game. Maybe not a lot more, but there's more to it. You're thinking that it's because the spinner was broken? Right, it might just be the spinner that causes people to lose history. You're very unsatisfied with that ending. Right, let's explore whether there might be more. Also, I mean, if the time spinner broke, how would she get back to the past at that point? You wonder what happens if you take the throne? Well, we'll figure that out too. Other loose ends, the bleakness, Amadeus, and demons. Yes. There's definitely some way of getting further into the entire thing. The ending did mention something about the demons, didn't it? That we are trying to make an effort towards getting rid of those. I just kind of hope it's not one of those cases where the scope of the game was originally larger and then they had to cut content because it just was unreasonable for them to implement it, which it might have just been, honestly. But we'll see. Let's not write it off yet. But there's certainly stuff about the demons that we just don't know yet. Amadeus is a demon, isn't he? And it's just Genza who actually tried to get rid of the demons, even though he did so or did stuff in rather unethical ways, to say the least. John Hexadecimal Beck and John Stamposaurus Stump. It's kind of interesting. Some of those are in brackets, others are in quotation marks. Probably exactly the way they were put into the Kickstarter campaign. That's a lot of people. The choice at the end with taking the throne or walking away was very much like Dark Souls. Like the instant I saw it, I was like, Dark Souls? Yeah, very much Dark Souls. 2 specifically. Kind of interesting to say the least. I mean, the bleakness is not as much of a loose end, it's just... I guess I haven't delivered the medicine, have I? So that's more on me, I would imagine. The fight really reminds you of Dracula fights from the Castlevania. Even the throne is there. True. And isn't there kind of that hidden thing? Yeah, we never finished the quests. There's like at least one entire column of quests and a few more that we haven't even done yet. So we're not done with this game at all. But again, I feel like I want to start doing this entire thing on Nightmare. Hopefully the game lets me know. But the bleakness symptoms are so specific and the cause was never really explored in detail. I mean, the cause is assumed to be the lack of plasma in the atmosphere, isn't it? And that's why people get bleak, because plasma is in the air on the original planet for on Valeda. The entire atmosphere is full of plasma, and that's kind of what they are living from to an extent as well. So that's the assumption as to what the bleakness actually is overall. Still a lot of names. Alrighty. Kinda want to see what's at the end of the credits, if there's anything more to it, or whether that's just going to be the end. A Snarkodile. I like some of those names. Also, one dude is just called Stephen. Or Stephen? Stephen? And there's just a Stephen right there. That works too. Have we seen any names that were in there twice? Lots of Toms and Tommies and Tonys. Flom, thank you. Thank you very much for more than 2 years, 25 months in a row support. Welcome back to you. Well, I hope you're doing well. How's it going, Flom? Welcome back. So we are arriving at the Y and Z. So we are probably reaching the end rather soon. Feel was most common. There was like an entire page of atoms. New Game Plus and Nightmare Mode have been unlocked. You can start a New Game Plus from the save slot screen.